Let's get started. So today we'll be doing algebraic language. It's just an introduction to algebra. So first thing, obviously, if we're going to be talking about the language, we have to speak definitions. Okay, first thing is a term. So a term is a collection of numbers, letters, and brackets all multiplied or divided together. Okay, I'm going to add on here that terms are separated by what? Who knows what separates terms? You did, Future, you did. Hey, Oliver's already plus minus. Thank you very much. Oratile, is that the question you're answering? They also telling you what separates terms?
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to answer them, but it's fine.
You can still say it, it's fine. They're separated
by the plus and minus.
Excuse me, by pluses and minuses. Thank you very much. So I'm going to write this down. Separated. Apparently I can't write anymore either. I really think it's time I go back to work. Separated by pluses or minuses. Guys, sinuses are having me today, so you'll have to forgive me. You will have to forgive me, okay? Ooh, sorry. So these are separated by addition and subtraction. Okay, so we have seen these before, which is beautiful. Cool. An expression, which is what we're dealing with, is a mathematical phrase containing both letters and numbers, but never an equals sign. If there is an equal sign, thank you guys. If there is an equal sign, what do we call it? It's no longer an expression. There's another special word for it. Does anybody know what we call it? Equal sign. It's no longer an expression. What does it become? Anyone? Any takers? Equation. Thanks, Oratile. It becomes an equation. Thanks, Oliver. So expressions means it does not have an equal. And once it does, that is an equation, which will be our next topic, obviously. Okay. Coefficient of a variable is the number in front of it. For example, the coefficient of x in the expression 4x plus 3y is 4. So when we say the number in front of it, it is that dude over there. Okay, so if I say to you, what is the coefficient of y in the same expression? Tell me guys in the chat, what is the coefficient of y in this expression? Oh, sinuses are making this more difficult than it should be. You guys will forgive me. Thank you, Chichi. Thank you very much, Oliver, Bridget, not for x, but for y. So in this specific particular expression, the coefficient of y is 3. Okay, we get the point. We get the point, okay? A variable is, in algebra, is an unknown, denoted by a letter, okay? Variable, when we say something varies, it means it changes, right? It depends on the particular situation. So in an algebraic expression, x could be anything. We don't know what x is. It could be 1, could be 10, could be negative 40. Okay, so in algebra, variables are denoted by letters. So we put it in place of a number that we do not know. Okay, and then let's talk about expressions. Okay, so if you have one term, we have defined terms already. Okay, so if you have one term, we call it a monomial, okay? Think of a monologue. When you're doing a monologue, you're doing a speech on your own. It's one person, okay? So that's what a monomial is. It is an expression with one term. When it has two terms, we call it a binomial, okay? Think of a bicycle. A bicycle has two wheels, so a binomial will have two terms, okay? And then when we have three terms, we call it a trinomial. A tricycle, think tricycle. Tricycle has 3 wheels, so 3 terms. If it has more than 3 terms, who knows what we call it? What if this particular expression has like 7 terms? Close. There's just one letter there that is a little bit off. What is it called with more than 3 terms? A Tiny already told us the answer, guys. Just spell it correctly. Thank you, Amase. So more than 3 terms. My handwriting is not coming to the party today. I think it's my stylus. I have not placed it correctly. There we go. That explains it. Is a polynomial. Okay, we've obviously all done this before. So beautiful. Okay. I think that's the end of our definitions. So now we're going to do applications. Applications. I need hands for people to help me fill out this table. So we're going to look at the expression on the first column here that says expression. Then type of expression. So you need to tell me, is it a monomial, a binomial, a trinomial, or a polynomial? Then you need to tell me what variables do you see there. Do you see A, a Z, a B, a M? Then you tell me what the constant is in this expression. And lastly, you tell me what the coefficient of these specific ones is. So in the first one, you're going to tell me the coefficient of y to the power of 10, z to the power of 7, and so on and so forth. I only have 2 hands, yet I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expressions. Bombastic side eye. Bombastic. It's fine. Oratile. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. Okay, let's start with the first one. What type of expression is this?
It is a polynomial, ma'am.
There's a polynomial because we have how many terms?
Because there are 4 terms.
There are 4 terms. So 4 terms makes it a polynomial. And in brackets, I'm going to write how many terms. Great. So Oratile, tell me what the variables in this expression are.
Ma'am, it is x squared,
X and
y.
Y. Thank you very much, Oratile. Oratile, you are helping me point out something very, very, very important. Remember, when we talk about variables, we do not include the exponents. Okay, you just tell me the letters. Okay,
Yes,
what is the constant in this expression?
7, -4, and 2.
Oratile has pointed out something very important for us. Remember, Oratile, this is 7x. It's not just 7, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you agree that x could be anything under the sun? We don't know what x is.
Yes, ma'am.
So can this be a constant? Constant means does not change.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is
So
2, ma'am.
constant, there we go. So let me write this down for future references for everyone else who's going to answer. So you said the constant is 2. And what is the coefficient of y to the power of 10?
-4.
-4. You have said something very important. Thank you, Ratile, for opening the floor for us. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. So I'm going to repeat some important information that I've seen here. Chichi, 2 is the only number that does not have a variable. It will remain 2 no matter what we change x and y to be, right? If I say to you, x is 1 and y is 2, 2 will still remain 2. It will have the same value. And if I change these values and I suddenly say to you, well, now x is 4 and y is -5, 2 will still remain 2. Doesn't change its value. Okay. So remember, a constant is the number in an expression that does not change. Okay, the value does not change. And then another thing Ratile has helped me point out is coefficients. Okay, coefficients go with their symbol. So when you check here, the coefficient of y to the power of 10, it is not just 4, guys. There is a negative there. Okay, the value of 4 and -4 are not the same. So you have to specify that it is a -4. You cannot just say it is 4. Okay. Yamkelani cannot hear. Press join audio. Okay. That would not have helped Yamkelani. I know someone will help. I'm just kidding, guys. Okay, these silences are making this very difficult. Okay, Chi-Chi, you are next. Are you ready for the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. Let's do it. What type of expression do we have here?
A polynomial.
Look carefully, Chi-Chi. Remember, what separates terms? Remind me again.
The brackets. No.
There's no brackets here, Gigi. Let's go back up and remind us what separates terms. Separated by, check on the side here.
Separated by a plus and minus, ma'am.
Pluses and minuses. So only pluses and minuses can separate terms. We have a plus there, that's a separation. We have a minus there, that's a separation. So check again, how many do we have here?
How many signs do we have, ma'am?
Terms. If this is a separation and that is a separation, then how many terms do we have?
1, 2, 3, ma'am.
3.
No, 4.
So don't be tricked. We have 3, Chi-Chi. Don't be tricked by this multiplication. Remember, multiplication does not separate terms. Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
So actually, this whole thing over here, this m squared times 9n is actually just one term.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 terms. So what type of expression do we have here?
A binomial.
Think of something with 3 wheels. What is it called?
Trinomial.
Trinomial. There we go. Trinomial. So there's 3 terms. Beautiful. So what variables do we have in this expression?
And we have M, N, and Z.
Thank you. We have an M,
And
we have N, and we have a
Z.
Z. What is the constant in this expression?
Ma'am, it's 20.
20. And what is the coefficient of Z to the power of 7?
The coefficient.
Mm-hmm.
It's -4, ma'am.
Beautiful. Thank you, Chi-Chi. It is -4. Thank you very, very much. I see you guys in the chat. I like it. I like it very much. Okay, let's see who's next. Let's see who's gonna help me with the next one. And everybody's hands went down except Tando. Hi, Tando. Tando, you can unmute. Tando.
Sorry, ma'am. Someone was calling.
There we go. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what type of expression do we have here?
It's a binomial.
It's a binomial. We have 2 terms, so it is a binomial. So those are 2 terms. Thank you. Variables. What are our variables in this expression?
S and X.
S and X. Thank you. What is the constant in this expression?
Ma'am, we don't have.
So it is 0, right?
Yes.
If I write plus 0 here, is it going to change anything? No. So the constant is 0. And then the coefficient of S.
I want to say 1, but I'm not sure.
You are right.
Oh, okay.
If we don't write anything there, there is a 1.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Tando, for that. Okay. Tando has helped us discover something else very beautiful. If there is no coefficient, guys, there is a 1. Okay? There is a 1. Okay, let's see who's next. Are there any hands left? No hands. Come on, guys. Aw. We only have 2 left. There we go. Hi, Tamarin.
Hi, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm well, thank you. Okay, let's do this one together. How many terms do we have here, Tamarin?
2.
Where is the separation?
Oh, it's 1.
It's 1. So what type of expression do we have here?
Monomial.
Monomial. Beautiful, Tamarin. Monomial, because we have 1 term. What are the variables here? Oh, we have quite a lot. Let's see. What are the variables in this one?
X, Y
Okay.
and Z. And
Ooh.
ABC. Does ABC count?
X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Yes, it does count, my darling, because it's letters in place of numbers. We don't know what A is, we don't know what B is, we don't know what C is. So it does count. What is a constant in our expression?
There's no constant, so it's a 0.
Constant, so it's a 0. And the coefficient of X is what? Ooh, tricky. Do we have an X there?
No,
No. So the coefficient has to be?
0.
Thank you very much, Tavern. You are a superstar. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Right, she does have a nice voice. Yes, Bridget, you may raise your hand. There we go. Bridget's hand is up. Bridget wants to do the last one with me. Let's do it. Hi, Bridget.
Hi, ma'am.
Let's go for it. Last one. What type of expression do we have?
Trinomial, ma'am.
Trinomial. Because there's how many terms?
3.
3. Beautiful. What are my variables in this expression?
Y.
Y. Just Y. Do we have a constant in this expression?
No, ma'am.
No, we don't. So it's a 0. And what is the coefficient of Y squared?
2, ma'am.
2. Thank you, Bridget. That was beautifully done.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, so just to check in points, thumbs up, thumbs down. Are we good with vocabulary to do with algebra? I see your thumbs up in the reactions, in the chat. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Wonderful. I like it when we're all on the same page. Okay, now let's look at this polynomial. Look at me there riding on a unicorn. It's like I'm just happy to be here, guys. I'm just happy to be here. Do you want to take a screenshot, Batabile? Go back a little bit. Which notes? Okay, you need to be specific. This one or the definitions? Unicorn magic. And yes, I said magic. Batabile, just let me know which one and then I'll scroll up. Okay. Oh, the definitions. Okay, let me give you a few seconds to screenshot this. Magic. Okay, here are the next two. Yes, magic, Chichi. Okay, here are the last ones. Fairy dust. Okay, I hope you all have the definitions. Now let's check out what we have here. This is a pattern polynomial. We just finished number patterns, so I thought this would be fitting, right? I thought this would be fitting. So this ... means it goes on. Okay, it carries on. And you keep the same trend. And Bridget is already like, bah. Okay, what is the coefficient of the third term? Term 1, term 2, term 3. Thank you, Bridget and Tando. Where's everybody else? There's so many of us in this class. There we go. I like it. The coefficient of the third term would be 6. Okay. If there were a fifth term, remember this is a pattern, what will the exponent of the fifth term be? Let's see what's going on with the exponents here. If there was a fifth term, what would the exponent be? Remember the exponents are the dudes up here, right? Exponents, guys, how did we forget what exponents are? Exponents are up there. Oratile?
Ma'am, it would be 1, ma'am.
It would be 1 because we're going down, we're counting down, right? So then if there
Yes,
was a fifth exponent, then it would be 1. And while I still have you here, Oratile, what would the coefficient be of the fifth term?
Ma'am, it'd be 2, ma'am.
It will be 2 because we're going down in twos.
2, yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. And then just finish us off and tell us what the exponent of the second term is.
It is 4, ma'am.
4. Thank you very much, Oratile.
No problem,
love
ma'am.
it.
Thank you.
I love it. Guys, this participating makes me so happy. Welcome, Nobuyo. It's okay. You must make sure you watch this video to familiarize yourself with what we've done, okay? I see you guys in the chat. Well done. Okay. And now I am really going to ride off into the sunset on a unicorn because I'm happy. Okay. Now we are going to be creating algebraic expressions. Okay, nobody panic. It's manageable. It's not that bad, I promise you. In a football match, the red team scores 3 goals in the first half, and in the second half, another Y goals. How many goals did they score all together? How would we write this as an expression? No, Chichi, don't panic. I said don't panic. How would we write this as an expression, guys? If I said to you they scored 3 goals and then 5 goals in the second half, how would you write it as a sum? Anyone? Someone? No, guys, listen to the question. If I said to you, we're playing a netball match. In the first half, we scored 2 goals. The second half, we scored 7 goals. How would you write this? If I said to you all together, how would you write this? Thank you, A Tiny. Is it A Tiny? Please tell me your name. Okay. Yes, Ndalo. It's going to be 3 goals plus Tepang. There we go, Tepang. It's going to be 3 plus Y. See, we're just making expressions to represent the information. Okay, it's easier that way. So if I tell you that Y is the same as or is equal to 4, then you know that in total it's going to be 3 plus 4, which is 7. So we're just coming up with an expression that can explain this whole statement because we know some people are lazy to read. So you just express it. It is. See, don't freak out. We're just learning how to take word sounds and express them as algebraic expressions. Okay. And while we're here, what type of expression is this? What type of expression is this? Since we're here, this expression is a binomial. Thank you very much, Oliva. It is a, I almost wrote Oliva, guys. Sure. It is a binomial. We have 2 terms, a 3 and a Y. Thank you, guys. I see your answers. Tando, Mpo, Chichi, Ketiwe. Novoyo, we already went through that trauma. Please don't bring it back. Whew. Thank you, guys. Okay, now that we're used to these and we see they're not as bad, let's try again. Mrs. Rabbit shares 40 carrots equally between her babies. Okay, she has R babies. How many carrots does each baby get? How do you express this as an algebraic expression? Anyone? If you have to share something, what would you do? Which operation do you use if you have to share something? R means we don't know how many babies there are. R could be anything. Remember, Oliver, we never said there are 3 babies. We have no idea. Exactly, we use division. Okay, so you're going to say 40 carrots divided by however many babies there are, which is R. And while we're there, tell me again, what type of expression is this? 40 divided by R. Yes, guys. See, it's not that bad. So you take 40 carrots, which is a total amount that you have, and then you divide it by R. Okay, I see a binomial, monomial. What does everyone say? Yo, Tapan says monomial, monomial. Okay, so we all agree it is a Monomial. I love that. I feel like it should have been called monomial. Okay, don't be confused by this division sign. Only pluses and minuses can divide terms. No, it was definitely a monomial. Okay, it was not a binomial. Okay, let's see. There are T people on a train as it draws to the Bolton station. At Bolton, M people get on and R people get off. How many people are on the train now? Okay, how would you express this as an algebraic expression? Excuse me. How would we rewrite this as an expression? We had T people in the beginning. Then we stopped at Bolton. M people got on, R people got off. How many people are there on the train? Let me know in the chat, guys. T plus M minus R, it seems like we all agree. So if originally we had T people, M people get on and R get off. So you're gonna add M because they are going on the train. It's increasing the number of people on the train, and then you subtract R because that's how many got off. And yes, thank you, Tando. This would be a trinomial. And here's another question. What is the coefficient of R? What's the coefficient of that last term over there? Sinuses are really messing with me, guys. What's the coefficient of R? Spicy. If there is no coefficient, okay, Amasli says 1. Good suggestion. But we're forgetting something very important that I mentioned. What are we forgetting? What are we forgetting? Yay, Amasli got it. We are forgetting my negative, guys. This is not a positive, it's a negative. So the coefficient of R is -1. Beautiful. Tana's like, oh. Beautiful, guys. I feel like we are doing well. We're feeling good about this. Okay. Cool. Let's have a brain break. And of course, I'm going to do something like this because it's related to algebra. Let's see. Let us see. Oratile already has the answer because this is too easy. Oratile?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, I'd like to do the first time, ma'am.
Let's hear.
It's 5 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 15.
Okay, so Mr. Cool Kid is 5. Okay. Then what? Is Oratile here? What are you struggling with, Chichi? Okay, Ndalo.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's continue.
Oh, the second one is 5 plus 2 plus 2.
Plus 2 plus 2, because it has to equal 9, and these are equal. So this is equal to 2. And half of that would be equal to what? It's a half a sad face.
Equal to 1.
1. There we go. Thank you, Ndalo. Let's see if Bridget can take us home with this one and finish it off. Bridget.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello. What is a silly face equal to?
Ma'am, you mean number 4 or number 3?
This one. Over here. We need to figure out what this face is equal to this dude over here. Any ideas? Oh, it's a winky one. Okay, sorry, guys. Bridget, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm still there. I'm just thinking.
Okay. Remember,
Ma'am, I
Bridget?
think it's 4.
There we go. It is 4. Okay, so then what is my last expression equal to? This is 4. That is 4. What is my last expression equal to?
1.
It cannot be equal to 1. Let's ask
Ma'am, you
Molly.
put instead of 5.
Hmm?
Ma'am, you put 6 instead of 5 at the bottom.
It's a 5. It's just not written very nicely. Let me fix it.
Oh.
5. Here we go. So what's the answer?
Oh, hi, ma'am.
Hello, Molemo.
Ma'am, are we doing number 4 or number 5?
We are doing the final answer.
It's 5 plus 2 plus 4 equals to 11.
That's not a plus, Molemo. That's a
It's
multiply.
times 5.
And remember, this is a 1 because it's half the sad face. It's not the full face.
5 plus 2 times 4.
Check in the chat, Molemo. They're helping you. Yes, BODMAS.
Equal to
BODMAS says we start with, we multiply before we can add.
it's 13.
Oh, no, it cannot be 13. 5. Okay, what's 4 times 1?
It's 4, ma'am.
4. So it's going to be 5 plus 4, which is how much?
9.
9. There you go, guys. That wasn't that bad. Thank you very much for helping me. We have one more, so don't put your hands down. They didn't listen. They all put their hands down. Okay. There we go. This is an interesting one. We want to know what the value of that first row is. Chichi, you knew I couldn't make it too easy. That's not my style. Ndalo, do you have an idea of where we can start?
Yes, ma'am.
Where are we starting?
Ma'am, with the guy with the glasses, it's 5. And then the silly face is 4. Then the crying one is 2.
Remember, this is a new sum. So the previous values don't count anymore.
Oh.
See, that's the nature of algebra. Remember, x could be 1, and then in the next sum, x could be 5, and then the next sum it will be 2. That's why we are doing these. Where do we start, guys? Chichi says, ma'am, do you have a solution for us, Chichi? No? No hands up. There we go. Oratile.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
So, ma'am, this is just a suggestion, ma'am. I'm not sure if it's right. But,
Let's
ma'am,
hear.
if you look at the one with the hearts, ma'am, at the bottom, one says 10 and one says 22, ma'am. Can you see it, ma'am?
Yes. Okay, this is how these go. Okay. The row going down adds up to 22. So this row going down, and then this one going down adds up to 10. This one going that way adds up to 12, and this one going that way adds up to 15. We want to know how much is this one going to.
Ma'am, I think the hearts is equal to 3, ma'am, because 3 times 4 is 12.
There we go. So this is 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So now we have the value of the heart face. Where do we go from there?
Ma'am, from there we can try and find out the one that like goes to 22, ma'am.
The one that adds up to 22. Ooh, how are you gonna do that? You have too many unknowns. You don't know what the
Okay.
cool face
Well,
is.
well, then we can try the one that does up to 15.
We still don't know. We have too many unknowns. Do you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Which one? Which other one? Let me see if any hands are up. Let's see what they suggest. Nope, no other hands are up. Where do we go next, guys? Ooh, someone says, yes, Tabang. Look at this one. That adds up to 10. Can you see it? It's two
Yes.
heart faces plus two of the same winky faces.
Yes, ma'am.
So
They
it's
both.
3
It's 2.
plus 3. There we go. This has to be 2 and 2 so that they add up to 10. So now we
Yes,
know the
ma'am.
winky face is 2. There we go. Now what?
And then now we can try and find out what the sad one is, ma'am. And I think
There we
it's
go.
5,
Oh, yeah.
ma'am.
You think it's 5? Let's see, because 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 5 plus 5 is 15. That is beautiful. 5, 5, 5. And now we're left with Mr. Coolface. We're
Yes,
going down
ma'am.
again.
So ma'am, if 5 plus 3 is 8,
Hmm?
then 22 minus 8 is equal to, I think it's, is it, no, wait.
What's 22 minus 8?
No, I think 16, ma'am.
16. Yo.
So ma'am, that means
Be
the
careful.
thingy,
22 minus 8 is definitely not 16.
oh,
It's 14, guys.
oh,
So then the
yes,
cool
ma'am.
kid, one of them is
7.
7. Then we can work out our unknown row. How much is our unknown row worth?
This is equal to 17, ma'am.
17. Boom, 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 boom. That was beautiful, guys. That is a brain break. Now that is a brain break. Okay. That was beautiful. Thanks, guys. We all work together to get our solution. See, this is related to algebra. That's why I kept it there. Okay, now let's match these. We're going to match the statement with the expression, okay? When I say all variables have an exponent, I am not saying 1. Coefficient that is not 1, because if there's nothing there, then it's a 1, right? So I'm talking about all that have a coefficient and expression that is not 1. Chi-Chi, do you have a question or are you helping me answer this?
Ma'am, I wanna help you answer. I wanna help you answer E.
Okay, E is?
All the variables have an exponent. One of them. All the variables have an exponent.
For E.
Yeah.
Let's check. Let us check. So X has an exponent, yes. B has an
Yes.
exponent. N has an exponent. M has an exponent. Does M have an exponent?
Yes, ma'am. Like it has 3.
N, not M. N for no.
Oh, N. No, N doesn't have an exponent, ma'am.
Ooh, so it cannot be all variables have an exponent. You see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's
And
see.
the expression has a. Ma'am, the expression has a constant.
For E.
Yes, ma'am.
No, look carefully, Chichi. There's no constants in E. They all have variables. Do you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
So it
So
cannot
that's
be E. I need more hands, guys. More hands to try and solve this. Let's get more hands up. There we go. Nolutando. Hi, Nolutando.
Hi, ma'am.
Let's hear what you have.
Ma'am, I think that number 2 is C.
Number 2 is C. Is that what you said?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Let's check. X as an exponent, Y as an exponent, R as an exponent, Y as an exponent, S. There we go. Number 2 is indeed C. Thank you very much. Let me turn it. Okay, Tapang.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
We're doing number 4 right now. Or which one?
Are you doing number 4?
Okay. Wait. Can I just say something else?
Can you?
Can I do another one?
Okay, it's okay. Do whichever one you want. Which one do you have?
In my head until 3. Well done.
Just give me any answer. Give me one answer.
Number 1, I wanted to say it was
Number 1 goes with?
E.
I can't hear you. Did you say
Oh,
E?
number 1 goes to C, ma'am.
C. Did you say C?
Oh, ma'am. It's
I'm
actually E.
asking. I can't hear you properly.
Sorry, ma'am.
So number 1 goes to D.
My bad.
D. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is correct. So number 1 goes with D. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, hands have vanished, so I'm gonna go to the chat. I'm gonna go to the chat. There we go. Tepiso's hand went up. Hi, Tepiso.
Hi, ma'am.
What answer do you have for me?
A goes with number 5.
A goes with number 5. The expression has a constant, and it does, which is -8, which would be correct. Thank you very much. A goes with 5. Okay. Any other hands? Amashe's hand is up. Hi, Amashe.
Hi, ma'am.
Let's hear what you got.
I'm saying 3 goes with B.
3 goes with B, a monomial. Let's check. We have times divide. That would be correct. 3 goes with B. Then what's left? We only have 1 left. E goes with 4. All variables have a coefficient, which is correct. X squared has a 3. V squared, N squared has a -6. And M cubed, N has a 9. That was beautiful, guys. That was beautiful. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Anybody who is lost and is like, what just happened? I don't understand. Okay, I see your thumbs up. Novoyo, a monomial is a term with is an expression with one term. I see a sad face in the reactions. Who is lost? Speak now, guys, so we can help you. It's only going to get difficult from here. So rather get the vocabulary out the way. Who was the sad face? Unfortunately, I didn't see who it was. Okay, it's fine. Believe in yourself. That's me as Bigfoot. Okay, now we are back. What's wrong, Chichi? Where did we lose you? Where did we lose you, Chichi? Let me know in the chat. We are back to creating sentences. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, right? Just a little bit. So if I have 114 jelly babies, I eat X jelly babies, and then I share the remaining equally between my brother and myself. Oh, what have we here? Oh, okay, Chichi. That's me as Bigfoot. Sasquatch. Tell me what our algebraic expression is going to be in this case. You have 114 jelly beans. First, you eat X, and then you divide it by how much? Tepiso.
It's going to be 114 minus X divided by 2.
Just like this.
Yes.
Is that correct, guys? Think of BODMAS. What do I need to add? If I was solving this using BODMAS, I would first divide. Do you see my problem? So what do I need to add to make this algebraic expression say what I'm trying to say?
I would add a bracket.
Hey, where would I add it?
Between the minus and the x and after the 2.
There. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Remember, that's still saying first divide. That's not what we want. We first want to subtract. Check Amatle's response in the chat. That is beautiful, Amatle. Remember, guys, you have to add brackets to force you to first subtract because you first ate x before you divided. If you don't add those brackets, you are telling me to first divide and then subtract it from 114, which is not what we want. Beautiful, Amahle and Mpo. I hope everyone else understands why that is the case. Thank you, Tando. Okay, so you must add brackets to force you to first subtract before you can divide. Okay, we have time for more. There are wow bars in the pack. Brian buys 6 multi-packs. Each have X separate bars. How many wow bars do we have in total? Oh, we got messy. I'm not sure if Tepiso's hand is still up to answer. Tepiso, do you want to answer this one? No? Any ideas, guys? Anyone? Nope. No one? I know, you're all like, what? Oh. Huiti says m minus 6 divided by x. So, in a multi-pack, 6x minus m, where's the subtraction coming from? I'm very curious to hear where the subtraction is coming from. So if we have a multi-pack that has x bars in it, which have m separate bars, is that where the m is coming from? Is that where the m is coming from? Guys, one of you, please unmute and tell me where the minus is coming from. One of you guys that have answered me in the chat. So it can be Deboho. Who else? Nobuyo. Hi, Nobuyo.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, let's hear what you have.
Ma'am, the minus, ma'am, I said minus, ma'am, ma'am, I got the minus, ma'am, from the part where it says separate X bars, ma'am, the separate bars, ma'am. That's where I got the minus from.
But isn't separate dividing?
Ish, ma'am, sort of, ma'am.
When you're separating something, guys, are you not? If I say to you, I have a chocolate slab that has 12 separate little slabs. Are you not going to take that bar and divide it by 12 instead of minus? Are we understanding what I mean, guys? Yeah, you see, Chichi?
I just want to give a little misunderstanding. I think that there might be. I think the sum is more so there's multi-packs, and each multi-pack has M bars. And then on top of that, he didn't buy the multi-packs, he bought the separate bars.
Yes.
Yes. So
I see what you mean. So it's not supposed
yes.
to be minus. It's supposed to be plus.
Yes.
I see what you mean. Thank you. Guys, this is why Sabuna is here. So guys, he bought multi-packs, né? But then he also bought separate bars. So imagine you're going to the shop, né? And then you buy, I used to do this, you buy those multi-packs of sweets that are many, né? And then you also buy the single ones. So you buy one. So in total, you're gonna have, because you have an addiction like some of us. So in total, you're gonna have 6 times M, because in a multi-pack, there are M plus X separate ones. Whew. Do you see, guys? Let me clarify quickly before we go. I was also confused. We all eat Tinkies, Chichi. I have a problem with Tinkies. Let's not expose my. Okay, guys. So think of Tinkies. Okay, let's say you buy that box that has 20 Tinkies inside. Okay, so you buy boxes, like 3 boxes of them, but then you also want to eat the Tinkies now. So you buy 2 separate ones. That's what that X is. That X is the separate ones, those 2 separate ones that you bought, and the M are the boxes that you bought. You see? So you're gonna have 6 times however many are in the box, plus the single ones that you bought. Whew, that was beautiful. Leave us alone with our Tinkies. But anyway, that is a beautiful place to conclude this lesson.